Welcome back to Huddersfield Town Fan TV for another video as our new goalkeeper coach was announced yesterday to complete the Boss's League Grants coaching team, indeed. But before we do get into the video, make sure you do drop a like, as always. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let me know your thoughts down below on this appointment, indeed. So yes, let's get straight into it then. So yesterday we did appoint Chris Elliott as our new goalkeeping coach to complete Lee Grant's coaching team fully. He will, of course, be working alongside Mark Bridge-Wilkinson, Paul McShane and Jonathan Robinson under Lee Grant's guidance. Obviously, Elliott arrives from Premier League side. Those down the road that we don't like to mention, unfortunately, Leeds United, where he served as a head of academy goalkeeping apparently there. Started his work at Canal side with immediate effect as well, as pre-season has officially begun. The born in Newcastle, enjoyed a playing career with the likes of Bradford, Harrogate, Alfreton Town, Spennymoor Town and Darlington in English football before moving into coaching. Moved abroad for 3 years during his playing career. Elliott turned out for Holmsund and Bodens BK in Sweden in that time as well. Now obviously then, his coaching first started working with those down the road between 2017 and 2019 across both their academy and first team. Elliott then spent 3 years working in mentorship roles within sport before moving back to Leeds United at the end of the 2021, where he's been head of academy goalkeeping since the summer of 22. Of course, this is the final appointment to Lee Grant's first team coaching staff. Obviously, Elliott will serve as the specialist goalkeeping coach within the team. But yes, the boss has come out and said a few words, Lee Grant. He says about this appointment, he says it's really pleasing to have Chris join us and complete our coaching staff as we begin pre-season together at Canal side this week. Chris is a young coach with progressive ideas and a growing reputation, with his outlook and work ethic in line with my own and our entire coaching unit. Collaboration between ourselves and the wider first team staff is essential, and I believe we have assembled an exciting and diverse blend of personalities and experience. It's an important week for us as pre-season begins, and I'm looking forward to getting out on the grass with Mark, Paul, Jonathan, Chris and the players. Of course, with our first friendly coming up of the summer against Emley, now only a few days away, of course, on Saturday. But yes, that's what the boss has to say on the appointment. Look, my thoughts on this really is that, look, all I can really say about this appointment is, yes, you know, he does come with experience. The appointment, again, has been thought about. It's not just a random, let's just select whoever's available. It's being thought about by Lee Grant, who he wants to come in, you know what I mean, the right personality, you know, the right character, you know, a person that, you know, has those ideas coming into the club and a really glowing reputation and a growing one, if that with this guy. Obviously, again, keywords that Lee Grant said, his outlook and work ethic are in line with his own and his entire coaching unit. So he wants that same outlook and that work ethic, you know, within his coaching team. And that's every single coach that has come in has those same principles and values and outlooks and that real hard work ethic that you need to be successful. But yeah, so yeah, I can understand why Grant has decided to bring him in. Look, I didn't really know who he was when it was announced, and I'm not going to lie, when I saw the announcement yesterday. But as I said, Grant has gained that bit of trust since his arrival with the recruitment. He's, you know, obviously he's had a big say on, you know, and really been impressed with that. He has started to build some credibility already in these early stages for me. And so I do trust that this is a good appointment, along with his other coaches, like I said, you know, with Paul McShane, Mark Wilkinson and Jonathan Robinson. So yeah, welcome to Chris. Of course, let's hope he can do a fantastic job within the goalkeeping setup. And of course, things are positive there with the thinking behind the appointment. And he, like I said, I'm sure that he will really add something to our coaching team and help the goalkeepers as well. Including our new shiny goalkeeper soon to be announced. Of course, deal agreed for Owen Goodman. So yes, let's hope he can help Owen keep improving, because there's always room for improvement. But and of course Chapman, hopefully can help Chapman a bit as well. So yes, that is that. But before we do go, I do want to share a few of the first training pictures that were released yesterday, which did bring a smile to my face. And you always look at these first training pictures, when the lads come back, you're as a football fan, you always look for those, don't you? Them first pictures, and it does bring a smile to your face, of course. It was good to see the lads back, and obviously the new gaffer and the new coaches and players. Some of the new guys. So yes. But look, let's have a look at the first picture. Then obviously Lee Grant here, the big smile on his face, bringing that positivity and that good environment that he wants to bring to the table in and around the training pitch, and ultimately onto the field when the season begins, pre-season, of course, the pre-season games as well. So yes, great to see the gaffer in his tracksuit, and of course, it just made me smile. But as you can see now, next picture up, the lads doing some laps around the pitch by the looks of it to get in those hard yards ready for a long season. But yes, building up that fitness and, working hard. Lee Grant will be working them hard, and that's what they need. And they need discipline, and they need just a manager that will bring out the best in these players and believe in them, but also be strict with them, but not too, but like, you want that discipline. I'm kind of waffling on now, but yeah, great to see all the lads together, obviously doing a few laps. It looked like they were doing laps around the pitch. Maybe they were just doing a warm-up, but they were certainly doing a little bit of running. And then, of course, next picture up, our first glimpse of one of our assistants, Paul McShane, and goalkeeper coach Chris Elliott, which I've already just mentioned, full of smiles again, you know what I mean? Makes a bigger difference to have coaches that do bring that positivity, the smiles to the faces, you know what I mean, and create that very nice environment to be in, and that's what you need. So look, yeah, that's important to me, and it's good to see a few glimpses of some of our coaches as well. And of course, the final picture that I have for you guys today is of some of the new lads, of course. Yes, Ryan Ledson and Marcus Harness making their way to the training pitch at Canalside with big smiles on their faces, and it was good to see them both there. You know what I mean? That's all I've got to say today, really, guys. Obviously, if there's any news, obviously I will be back on here and doing another video today. But if not, we'll be back tomorrow for some more content. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already done so, make sure you do go and check out my previous video that I uploaded earlier today. And yeah, and also drop a like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts down below on this appointment of Chris Elliott. And gosh, I'm not with it today, guys, at all. I'm tired today. But anyways, I'm going to go off now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. Up the town.